Hey everyone, Rico Rivera here with Silicon East Real Estate powered by Guide, and I am back with a vengeance. Look at who I have here. My first guest of 2023, my boy, Ryan Lundquist. Ryan, introduce
Hey,
yourself.
good to see everyone. I don't know if I can match Rico's enthusiasm. I need some serious tea in my life today. I don't do coffee anymore, but my name is Ryan. I'm an appraiser and housing market analyst, and really looking forward to talking shop today.
I love it, brother. Hey, listen, I don't even drink coffee and I'm this crazy.
Dang, that says a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get right to it, man. Everybody knows you. You are the man of stats, good, bad, the ugly. I just saw your blog post and read it a couple weeks ago. You did a blog post about the market, and this, by the way, the meme was amazing. You guys have to check it out. What's the website?
SacramentoAppraisalblog.com.
Best website for any of the stats information. Anything we talk about today, you guys are going to see it there. I'll probably shoot some videos. I'm sorry, not some pictures of it, but let's top chop, bro. Like, exactly tell me your interpretation of the market today, like right now.
Absolutely. So, look, the market changed fundamentally, last April. And then we really started to see it in the stats when sales from April started to close in May. And so really we've had this stretch for about 8 months where mortgage rates doubled, and there was this really sharp change in rates, and it's made a sharp change in the market too. And so there's been a pretty sharp dip in prices. About 40% of buyers lately, the past few months, have been missing. And so it's kind of like one of those things where 60% of buyers are here buying, and deals are happening, and then there's this missing chunk because people are sidelined going, I need to be able to afford the market, or I feel uncertain, or whatever they're going through. And so it's been an interesting thing. We have more listings on the market now, but really not that many. We haven't seen sellers rush the market, and so we're in this place where I think especially as the spring starts, where buyers are eyeing things and going, okay, we've had a bunch of stale leftover listings during the fall, and we're kind of ready for some stuff that doesn't feel like it's junk. And so that's kind of what I would say in a nutshell.
Hey, you put it all in a nutshell. In your opinion, has the prices of home dropped, or are we just not paying what we used to pay a year ago for homes above asking?
So the prices of homes have absolutely dropped. Okay. On one hand, like technically, we're seeing slightly smaller homes sell this year. Like that's something to pay attention to. And over time, that can affect the stats. But I mean, there's no mistaking that the rate of change since May onward, it's about 3 to 4 times faster than normal. Like sometimes people will be like, the market's the same. Like there's no way to argue that. Like prices have absolutely dropped. And basically, I think for a while at least, prices have felt very similar to last fall season. And so, yeah, there's a big change. I think when I'm pulling comps in neighborhoods and seeing that, something that sold in May, it's just not reflective of where the market's at right now. And so it's one of those things. It's like if you price it right, there's attention. But if you price like it's May, price like it's a super hot, early 2022 market, that's, not going to do anything for you.
I 100% agree with you. And that's part of the reason why I feel like everyone should be pricing their homes right. And if you're not, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. The other thing is, buyers are getting some, not only are they getting down payment assistance more than ever now, but they're getting credit from sellers. They're getting money back from sellers. And so a lot of the buyers are going to start, if they're not already, they're going to start being picky. And if you're a seller that doesn't have a property that's ready to go or move in ready, in my opinion, you're going to stay on the market and you're going to get stuck.
Absolutely. And I just pushed out a stat today in December 2022, 51.5% of sales in Sacramento County had concessions. And so, in these sales, there were, sometimes, credits for repairs, credits for closing costs, some sort of credit for whatever reason from the seller, or maybe a rate buy down. And so you can see that, literally half the sales in the market had that. Now, a little bit different in other counties, other higher price points, but really, you look especially at lower price points where buyers are feeling the sting of rates most. I mean, I think the good news for buyers is that there's a better chance to get into contract and get assistance from the seller. And it's funny because it just feels so different from early 2021 when sellers were like, okay, give me your firstborn child and, give me passes to Disneyland and then, send me on vacation to Hawaii. Let me stay in this house for 60 days. And, that kind of stuff is off the table now. And so, but it's still not a market, I think, where some buyers are looking and going, I'm going to offer 30% below value. And that doesn't work. Now, look, 30% below a listing that's 30% overpriced. Yeah, that might work if the seller can be realistic, but it's not like 2007 vibes in terms of, everything selling, 10% below the list price. That's not what we have. Although most properties on average, 5%, 6% below, and, there's a real problem with overpricing right now.
I agree 100%. You just said 2007. There was another stat that we have similar to 2007. Do you remember what that was? Was it sales?
I probably pushed something out. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, I live in stats. Yeah. So I think the big headline is that we basically had the worst November and December of volume in over 20 years. And so the number of sales happening was actually worse than 2007, which is wild because we've had population growth since then. And so when you look at the number of sales, you go, yeah, there's no sugarcoating that. Now, on the positive side, you can look and go, there were 1,300 sales that happened last month. Clearly, there's deals that are happening. There's buyers, there's sellers, there's people who are moving for whatever reason, but there really should have been 800 more or so very, very easily in a normal year.
Agreed. Now, as an appraisal, tell me what you would do right now if you were buying a home.
What I would do? Okay, I never tell people what they should do. That's my thing. I might sound super anal, but someone actually asked me via email yesterday that said, how would you answer it? It was an agent, and they said, how would you answer this question of, should I buy right now? And I'm like, I don't tell anyone what to do with their life. If someone's going to buy, they need to be comfortable with the mortgage payment. And I think they should get the best possible deal that the market will give them and be realistic with the market. Prices are declining right now, right? And so I think a lot of times in real estate, we're looking at geeky price metrics and people are trying to time absolute bottoms and such. Like if that's your passion, keep following the market. But I think you also have to look at your lifestyle. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to do life with? Where do you want to live? And is now a time to move or not? Like no pressure at all from me. Don't buy, do buy. It doesn't matter. Okay. But just be careful or be really know where the market's at. Study the market and be confident in your decision. That's the only thing you can do. I had someone unsubscribe from my blog this week, and I thought it was great. The person said, thank you so much for all the insight since August. I sold the house and I no longer need to watch the market by the week. And I loved it. It wasn't like, screw you, I hate you, your stats suck, your memes. It wasn't anything like that. But it was someone who was saying like, I made my decision and now I'm backing off. Not that I'm not paying attention to real estate, but it's just like, there's a season where you're paying attention so much and then people are stressed today. They're not thinking about their mental health. And, you can't obsess over real estate, And so I think buyers have to have thick skin today. And, when they're looking at the market, and I'd say, yeah, you get the deal done if that's what you want to do. But man, if you're looking at your estimate every day, that's probably going to be a super stressful environment, I think, for anyone. I don't recommend that. Even my blog, don't stay subscribed then,
Well, hey man, speaking of your blog, I want to say thank you. Your blog just helped me a lot. I've referenced it a lot. I learned from it and I use it in some of my newsletters. So I appreciate you. One more time, Ryan Lundquist, Sacramento Appraisal Blog. Check it out today. I'll send you guys a little link. Brian, is there any last words you want to say to our audience, man?
No, just let's keep watching the market. Nobody knows the future with certainty. Everyone and their mom tries to predict. We have ideas about the future for sure. We know what the current market's going to do, and let's keep watching. Okay. My question about the future: are the Kings going to have a winning record? Who's going to win the Super Bowl? And what's Bitcoin going to be worth in 1 year from today? You answer those things, then let's talk about the future of real estate too.
There you go. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Remember, I'm here for you if you have any questions on real estate, 916-254-8448. And Ryan is here for you with any questions on appraise. Listen, he's an appraiser, man. And for those of you guys that have real estate companies, offices, events coming up where you need a dynamic speaker, my boy Ryan's got you.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.